Have you ever felt like you just don't fit in? Like you're meant for something more, something different? Well, that's exactly how our hero feels today. Welcome to the Speakly English podcast. We're learning English with the story of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And this isn't just a story about magic and spells. It's about finding your place, making your first true friends, and discovering that being different can be the most wonderful thing in the world. So get comfortable, relax, and let's step into the magical world together. Today, we learn English with a movie story. The movie is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I will tell the story in simple, clear English, and I will speak slowly. So listen, relax, and enjoy the story. Let's begin. The story starts on a very quiet street in England. A street is a road with houses. Everything looks completely normal. The houses are clean, and the people are ordinary. In one small house lives a family called the Dursleys. Mr. Dursley works in an office. He loves order and routine. Routine means doing the same things every day. Mrs. Dursley stays at home and loves watching the neighbors. They have a son named Dudley, whom they love more than anything in the world. The Dursleys have one very important rule: they do not like strange things. Strange means unusual or different. They especially do not like magic. They want nothing magical in their perfect, normal life. But on this one night, something strange happens. A cat sits on a wall near their house. But this is no ordinary cat. It's watching the house very carefully. Suddenly, a tall man with a long, silver beard and kind eyes appears. This is Albus Dumbledore. He is a wizard, a man with magic. Soon, another person arrives, a woman who turns into a cat and then back again. This is Professor McGonagall, a witch. They speak quietly in the street. They are talking about a baby named Harry Potter. They say something terrible has happened. Harry's parents are dead. An evil wizard killed them. Evil means very, very bad and cruel. But somehow, baby Harry is alive. He survived. Survive means to live through great danger. Suddenly, a loud roaring sound fills the sky. A giant of a man lands on a flying motorcycle. This is Hagrid. He is enormous, but he has a very kind face. In his arms, wrapped in blankets, is a tiny baby. It's Harry. Dumbledore gently takes the baby. He looks at him with such sadness. On Harry's forehead is a small scar, shaped like a bolt of lightning. A scar is a mark the skin makes when a wound heals. Dumbledore leaves the baby on the Dursleys' doorstep, with a letter explaining everything. And just like that, they leave him there for the night. In the morning, the Dursleys find the baby. They are not happy at all. They absolutely do not want any magic in their home. But they take him inside. Years pass. Harry grows up in the Dursley house, but his life is far from happy. The Dursleys treat him badly. Treat badly means they are not kind to him. Harry sleeps in a small, dark cupboard under the stairs. He wears Dudley's old, torn clothes. He never gets birthday presents. Meanwhile, Dudley gets everything: toys, cakes, gifts, and attention. Harry gets nothing. Harry feels lonely. Alone and sad. He feels different. And strange things happen around him. One time, when Dudley and his friends were chasing him, he somehow jumped onto the school roof. Another time, after the Dursleys gave him a terrible haircut, he woke up the next morning with his hair fully grown back. Magic. But the Dursleys are terrified of this. They try even harder to stop anything strange from happening. Then, one day, a letter arrives for Harry. It's green and has his name on it, Mr. H. Potter, the cupboard under the stairs. Harry is shocked. No one has ever written to him. But before he can read it, Mr. Dursley snatches it away. The next day, more letters come. Then more. Then hundreds. They fly through the mail slot, puff out of the fireplace, and pile up in the house. The Dursleys panic. Panic is sudden, uncontrollable fear. They decide to run away. They drive far away, to a small, broken-down hut on a rocky island in the middle of the sea. They think they are finally safe. But at night, there's a deafening knock at the door. Boom. Boom. The door smashes open, and standing there is Hagrid. He looks at Harry and smiles warmly. "Hello, Harry," he says. Then, he says the most shocking thing of all: "Harry, you're a wizard." Harry can't believe it. He thinks it's a joke. But Hagrid explains everything. Harry's parents were wizards, good and brave. The evil wizard who killed them is named Voldemort. When Voldemort tried to kill Harry too, the spell somehow didn't work. It bounced back, which is why Harry has that scar. That's why, in the wizarding world, Harry is famous. Harry looks at his scar. He starts to understand, he is not normal. He is special. The next day, Hagrid takes Harry to a secret place in London, a magical street called Diagon Alley, hidden from normal people. Harry sees incredible things, magic shops, flying broomsticks, owls for delivering mail, wands. He buys his school books and his robes, long wizard clothes. He also gets a wand, a magic stick that chooses him. Hagrid tells Harry about Hogwarts. Hogwarts is the school for witchcraft and wizardry. Harry will go there soon. For the first time in his life, Harry feels truly happy, excited, hopeful. He's not just a lonely boy. He's a wizard. He belongs somewhere. And his story is just beginning. Summer ends, and it's time for Harry to go to school. Hagrid tells him to go to King's Cross Station in London and find platform 9 3/4. Harry goes with the Dursleys, but they don't help him. They laugh at him and leave him alone with his bags. Harry looks around. He sees platform 9 and platform 10. But where is platform 9 3/4? He feels confused. He doesn't understand. Then he sees a family with lots of red-haired children. It's the Weasley family. A kind woman, Mrs. Weasley, sees Harry looking lost and understands. She tells him the secret. To get to the platform, he has to walk straight through the solid barrier between platforms 9 and 10. He must not stop, and he must believe. Nervously, Harry takes a deep breath, runs at the wall, and, suddenly, he passes right through it. He's on platform 9 3/4. A beautiful, scarlet steam engine, the Hogwarts Express, waits for him. Students stand everywhere, carrying trunks, owls, and cats. They are all excited. Harry gets on the train and finds an empty seat. He sits alone. Soon, a shy but friendly boy with red hair enters. His name is Ron Weasley. Ron sits with Harry, and they start talking. They share snacks. They laugh. Harry buys many sweets from the train trolley. He's never had so much food before, and shares everything with Ron. This is the beginning of a friendship. A close, kind relationship. Soon, a bushy-haired girl enters their compartment. Her name is Hermione Granger. She is smart and confident. She talks a lot and loves rules. At first, Ron finds her a bit annoying, but she is kind and helpful. The three children begin to know each other. On the train, Harry also meets another boy. His name is Draco Malfoy. He is rich and proud and thinks he is better than everyone. Draco offers friendship to Harry but speaks badly about Ron. Harry does not like this. He chooses Ron as his friend instead. This choice is important. It shows Harry's character, his personality and his values. The train travels through mountains and forests. Finally, it stops at a small station in the dark. A loud voice calls, "First years, over here." It's Hagrid. He smiles when he sees Harry. The new students follow Hagrid down a path. Then they take small boats across a lake. The night is quiet. The water is calm. And then, suddenly, they see it. Hogwarts. A huge, ancient castle with tall towers and 1,000 windows shining in the night. It looks magical. The students feel amazed, very surprised and impressed. They arrive at the castle doors. Professor McGonagall greets them and explains the next step. They will be sorted into houses. Sorting means choosing groups. There are 4 houses at Hogwarts. Each house is like a team. Students live and study with their house. They enter a great hall. It is beautiful, with candles floating in the air. The ceiling looks like the real sky outside. Teachers sit at the front, and at the center sits Dumbledore, smiling kindly. A hat is placed on a stool. It is an old, magical hat called the Sorting Hat. One by one, students sit on the stool. The hat goes on their head, and it chooses their house. When it is Harry's turn, he feels very nervous. The hat goes on his head and speaks softly in his mind. It sees courage and bravery in him. Finally, it calls out, "Gryffindor." To his joy, Ron and Hermione are also sorted into Gryffindor. Now they are all in the same house. After the sorting, the students eat dinner. The tables magically fill with delicious food. Harry has never seen so much food in his life. He smiles. He feels happy. Dumbledore stands and speaks. He welcomes the students but also gives a warning. The corridor on the 3rd floor is forbidden. Forbidden means not allowed. Students must not go there. Harry listens carefully. He feels excited about school, but he also feels something mysterious. Something strange is happening here. That night, Harry goes to the dormitory, the sleeping rooms at school. He lies in bed and looks around. For the first time in his life, he feels safe. He feels at home. He has friends. He has a place. And he has a future. The first morning at Hogwarts is exciting. Harry wakes up early and looks out the window. He sees towers, trees, and the Great Lake. He feels happy to be here. The students go to the Great Hall for breakfast. There is plenty of food, eggs, bread, fruit, and juice, all appearing by magic. After breakfast, classes begin. The first class is potions. Potions are magic drinks made in bottles. Some potions help people. Some are dangerous. The teacher is Professor Snape. He is serious and cold, not friendly at all. Snape looks at Harry with dislike. He asks Harry many difficult questions, and when Harry doesn't know the answers, Snape is not kind to him. Harry feels uncomfortable. Next, they go to Transfiguration class. Transfiguration means changing one thing into another. Professor McGonagall teaches this class. She is strict but fair. She wants rules followed, but she is just. She shows them real magic. She turns her cat into a table. The students are amazed. And that is the end of today's episode of the Speakly English podcast. This was part 1 of this story. If you would like me to create part 2, please let me know in the comments. If you have any suggestions for stories or films, please let me know. Until next time, keep learning, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.